Greetings, comic friends. I have a quick follow-up video for you. A few weeks ago, I had posted a video about an X-Men #1 that someone had given to me to work on to clean press and submit for grading. And in that video, I went over how I suspected that it had been restored, specifically that the edges had been trimmed, and went over what made me think that that had been done and whatnot. So, and talked a little bit about that and restoration in general. So I worked on that book. I sent it in, and it has come back. So I thought I'd do this follow up. So cover this up here for now. It did in fact come back as restored. It says all 3 edges trimmed. So it was in fact trimmed. The good news there is that there was no other restoration. I talked about other things that I do to look for other types of restoration, and I didn't see any evidence of it. So it looks like the trimming on it was the only thing that had been done, which is good. So not a big surprise that it came back with a restored grade. It was pretty much expected at that point. So when they do when it's marked as restored grade, the grade they give it is basically sort of how does the book present. So the restoration doesn't hurt the grade because it's already a restored label. So what does it appear to be? What does the grade appear to be? And I think this came back pretty good. Restored or not restored, an 8.0 of an X-Men 1 is not bad. That's not a bad little grade there. So everything else is non-restored. So that means the rest of it is in great shape. It's too bad that the edges were trimmed. I don't know how bad they were when they were trimmed, obviously. I wasn't there. I can't imagine they were that bad because I don't think there was much trimmed off of it. But given that the edges are trimmed, so if we were to assume the edges weren't trimmed, they were just this sharp, and considering the natural state of everything else in the book, an 8.0, it's not bad. Off-white pages, pretty good. You will notice that, so it says apparent on the 8.0 sticker. Again, what that means is that it presents as or appears to be an 8.0, and sort of ignoring the fact that it has been restored. But yeah, I think he'll be rather pleased with this grade. He knew going into it that it was very likely restored or had been trimmed, so that's not going to hit him very hard. That was kind of the assumption going in, but 8.0 even on a restored, it's still a nice little grade there. So that's it. Again, just this quick little follow up before it gets back to its forever home with my customer. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think? What are your stances or thoughts on restored books? Are you okay with them? Are you against them? Are you okay with the fact they exist but they just aren't for you? Whatever the case may be. Just curious what your thoughts are on restored books. Would you be okay with an 8.0 restored X-Men #1? Whether you like restored or not, it's hard to deny. It's still it's not a bad book to have in the collection either way. So let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, don't forget to make yours Titan. This video was brought to you by Titan Comic Pressing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Titan Comic Pressing LLC.